Hello everyone, welcome to Same Technical. Today we are going to solve the day 23 of September LeetCode challenge. So today's problem name is gas station. So what is the problem statement here? It's saying that we will be given two input array. One is gas, another one is cost, and we need to identify one starting point. Starting point means, so suppose I am starting from this first position, and I will traverse all the given gas station, and if I am able to come back to the starting point, then that means we can traverse all the starting point. We can traverse all the points and we can come back to the starting point using the given gas. So in that case we need to return the starting point value, and if I see that it's not possible to traverse all the point, then in that case we need to return -1. Okay, so we need to keep couple of things here in mind, that there should be only unique solution guaranteed, and both input array are non-empty and have same length. Okay, and each element there should not be any non-negative integer. Okay, so these three things we need to keep in mind. So the first thing is so suppose you are in this first position, right? To travel to the second destination, you should have the value should be gas of 0 should be greater than equals to cost of 0. Okay, so if I see that in any point of time if my gas value is less than the cost value, then it's not possible to travel, right? Because I don't have enough gas to travel. Okay, so in that scenario we need to return -1. Okay, or suppose if I found it's not possible, then I will choose the next point as my starting point. Okay, like this we need to check. So let's try to understand the problem in more details. Okay, so this is our first example, right? This is our gas array and this is our cost array. Okay, so what we are doing here, so suppose we are starting from this first point, right? So if I traverse here, I can see here the difference is 1 minus 3, it's 2 minus 2, right? So -2, that means we can't start traveling from 1, right? It's not possible because we don't have enough gas to travel. Okay, so similarly for this position also, right, we can't start from here because the difference is negative, right? So again for this also 3 minus 5 is -2, it's not possible from start here. So now we will check for this fourth position, right, or the third index. If you count from 0. Okay, so now here I will see, okay, my difference is 4 minus 1 is 3, right? So this is possible to traverse. This can be one by possible starting point. So now I will do, I will point our counter or pointer here. That means this will be my starting point of our car, and for that we need to fill up our unit of gas. So we can fill unlimited number of gas unit gas. Okay, so there is no restriction on this one. So initially our tank will be 0. Now I will fill with 4 because I will start from this point. So it will be 4, right? Now I will try to come here. So my next destination is 5. Okay, so for 5 what I will check, so for the traveling cost is 4 minus 1, right? 4 minus 1 is my traveling cost, that is 3. And whenever I will reach to this point or the fourth station, I will get 5 more unit of gas that we can add. So in our tank it will be obviously 8, right? So 4 minus 1 is the traveling cost, and 5 is that we will gain after reaching the last destination. Okay, so 8, and here I can see that my cost is 2, right? So obviously 8 is greater than equals to 2, that means we can travel, right? So now we will come here. Now we can know that if I start from this point, I can travel this turn, right? Now I need to go back to the first position, right, again. So again I will come here, and here I will again try to check the same thing, right? So I already had 8. Now since I already traveled, so it should be 8 minus 2. So 8 minus 2 is 6, and we are getting one more unit of gas. So it will be 6 plus 1, 7, and 7 is obviously greater than 3, so that we can travel. Now again we will move to the next point here, right? So again for this you can see we already have 6, right? So sorry, we already have 7, right, this value. So again for traveling cost was 3, so it should be 7 minus 3, and we are gaining 2 more unit of gas, so it will be obviously 6. So 6 is obviously greater than equals to 4, so that means we can travel. Okay, now we will move to the next position, this position, right? Here I can see my traveling cost was 4, so it should be 6 minus 4 plus we are getting 3 more unit of gas. Okay, so it should be 5, and cost is also 5. Okay, that is greater than equals to 5, that means we can travel, and this is our initial point, right? So that means I know that so if I start from this fourth position, then I can cover all the possible gas stations. Okay, so in that case we can return the actual index value, okay, the third index. So now we will try to design one solution for the same, okay. So what is known to us right now? So that means the first thing is I can check one thing. So if I found the total value of the gas and the total value of the cost, so if I see that gas cost is less than, sorry, it should be gas cost is less than the total cost, then it's not possible to travel, right? In that case, we can return -1. Because I don't have enough gas to travel, right? Then it's not possible. Okay, so in that case, I will keep track. I will take one variable, the total cost, and in that I will check the difference. So if I found that my total value is negative or less than 0, then it's not possible, right? Then we can return -1. Okay, so that is the first known thing. What else? So another thing is, suppose I started from here, right? And if I am not, so this is our point A, you can say like that, and this is our point C. And if I am not able to reach from A to C, that means it's not possible to reach from B to C also, right? So that is also known. So we need to keep these two things in our mind. Now let's try to design one solution for the same using Java, okay? So basically, we are going to take two variables. One is the total variable, in which I am going to keep tracking the difference of each and every elements, or each and every difference for each and every station, gas station rather, right? And at the end I will check it is, if it is less than 0, then it's not possible, we are return -1, and if it is greater than equals to 0 for the happy flow, right, then in that case we can return the index, okay. Now I will start traversing from this point. So I will think this will be my start point, and I will check the sum. If I see it's my sum is, so I will take one variable sum, it will be initially 0, and I will check the difference, and if I see my difference is less than, then I can make sure that this cannot be my starting point, right? The next point can be my probability of, then we will think this will be my starting point. So whenever I will see my sum is negative, then that means that point cannot be our starting point. So we will pick the next index as our starting point, okay? So we will go like that only. So let's try to see the code. That will surely give you much better understanding. After that, again we will try to analyze the code and analyze the time and space complexity, okay? So as I already told you, I am going to take two variables, rather three variables. So one will be the total, in which we are going to keep tracking the total difference for all position or all gas station. Another one is I need one variable index. In that I am going to keep storing my start index, okay? So initially it will be 0, and apart from that I need another variable. Let us take as int sum. Here I am going to keep tracking my temporary sum. Based on this sum, we can decide that should we make this index starting index or not, okay? So let us declare that also sum val, okay? And initially again it will be 0. So now I need to run one for loop. Let's write one for loop. So int I equals to 0, and they said it that length of cost and gas will be same. So I can use any of the variable here. So let us use cost here. So cost dot length, I should be less than cost dot length, and I plus plus, okay? So now what I need to check here, at first I will check the difference, okay? So int difference or int remaining, something like this, okay? Remaining, okay? Here I will take the difference, okay? So I will take gas I minus cost I, okay? I will check this difference. Now I will update that in our total, because I need to keep tracking all the difference, right? So that using that we can decide later. So just keep adding those value in our total. Whatever the remaining value, I am going to add it in our total variable, okay? Now I need to update my sum val also, right? So sum val should be sum val equals to remaining, okay? So now I will decide, I will check if my sum val 0, that means it's not possible from this position, this I position cannot be my start position, because it's giving us negative value, right? So if I have negative value, then there is no chance of traveling, okay? So I am going to update my index as, initially it was 0, so it should be index should be equals to I plus 1. So I will pick the next point as my starting index, then I will check for that position, okay? And we are going to reset this sum value. Since it's negative, there is no point of keep updating it. I will reset it to 0, okay? I think that's pretty much. And at the end, I will check that if my total is greater than equals to 0, if it is less than equals to 0, that means it's not possible to travel all the station, right? So in that case, you can return -1, and if it is greater than equals to 0, that means there is a possibility to traverse all the station. Then in that case, we are going to return our index value, okay, as our starting point. So I think that's pretty much. Let's quickly run the code and check whether it's compiling or not. Compiling and it's giving us expected answer. Let's submit it quickly also. Okay, I think our solution is also accepted. So let's try to analyze the code and let's try to analyze the time and space. Okay, so you can see that we took three variables. One is index where we are tracking the start index. We took another variable called sum value where we are going to keep tracking the temporary difference, and the total where we are going to where we are tracking the total difference for all the position or all the gas station. Okay, so now again I will calculate my remaining value and I will add that in our total. And also I will add in our sum value. If I found that my sum value is negative, then there is no possible chance, right, to traverse. Okay, so for this case, right, this will be negative, this will be negative. Okay, so in that case we are going to pick the next point as our start index. Okay, and we are doing like that, and at the end we are checking that if the value total is still less than 0, then that means it's not possible. We can return -1, and if it is greater than or equals to 0, then we can return the index value. Okay, I think that's pretty much. So you can, if you analyze the time and space complexity here, so in terms of time complexity, obviously it is order of n linear time because we are running our for loop till our cost dot length or gas dot length. Okay, so basically it will run, it is based on our input size. So obviously time complexity will be order of n here, and in case of space complexity we are using 3 variables, but that's not depends on the input size. So in this case space complexity will be order of 1, since we are using 3 constant variable for each and every possible inputs. It's not depend on our input length. So in this case space complexity will be obviously order of 1. I think that's pretty much for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and if you have still some doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.